Welcome back, family, to NorthsideLDN. Caramba. Today we've got Man City 1, Southampton 0. And what a game. What a game. So many chances missed today by Haaland, who ultimately got Man City the 3 points. Haaland today could have easily got a hat-trick. Could have easily scored probably more than a hat-trick. The chance at the end in the extra time, Haaland needs to be burying that chance. 1v1 with the goalkeeper. A couple of chances were half chances or chances where, crosses into the box where he's getting pulled down by the defender. Haaland did well to score his goal, to be fair. It was a good cross by Nunes. I was very surprised how well Nunes played on the left-hand side, on the left wing. In the first half, I think Nunes played well in the first half with the crossing into the box. Obviously, set up Haaland, which it would have been given a penalty if Haaland didn't score. I think Haaland did really, really well. Southampton player dragging him down, and he literally bounced it off the ground, and it just went over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Good finish by Haaland. But after that, a lot of frustration. I think if you're a City fan, you'll be frustrated with the overall performances. There's good aspects, and there's some aspects that you can see that they're missing some key players. I think definitely shows that Man City, they are missing KDB. They're missing someone just with that final ball into the box. There was a couple of opportunities today that Haaland should have put to the back of the net, but a lot of frustration. Phil Foden at times getting frustrated, running through the midfield, running at players. But every single time, Southampton, to be fair to them, defensively set themselves up really, really well. I think at times a couple of more yellow cards should have been given. Southampton, they knew to be aggressive. They knew to defend deep. Everyone behind the ball weren't giving Man City any space in behind. But ultimately, I think Nunes was good in the first half. I think his crossing was very good in the first half. Second half, I think Savinho, his crossing, then he started taking over. I think Nunes was a bit quiet in the second half. I think he should have been taken off a little bit earlier than when he did for Gundo in the 86th minute. I don't think Nunes on the left-hand side was as effective as he was in the first half. Savinho with a couple of good crosses into the box. Kovacic, I think, played really, really well. I think in the first half, he kept Southampton really quiet. The way he was winning the ball, his passing was good. I think he played well in the first half. Vardio as well was very good in the first half as well. Rico Lewis defensively was solid. Diaz was very good. But Man City just looked frustrating. I think Haaland today, there was a lot of opportunities where he should have scored and he didn't. The game overall wasn't the best to watch. I think a lot of frustration. Man City should have really gone away from this game 3-0 up with the opportunities that they had. Southampton, I mean, Man City on a couple of occasions did catch life. Southampton straight through into the box. They smack it off the crossbar. Very lucky for Man City. But other than that, they didn't really catch Man City out that many times. I mean, at the end, there was an opportunity from Armstrong. Wasn't marked, but to be fair, Bernardo Silva was closing him down and was close enough to make the angle smaller. And the shot from Armstrong straight into the goalkeeper, which Ederson dealt with easily. Overall, the overall performances, Man City are not playing like the Man City that we expect, to see at the end of the season. They don't normally start the season, firing. I think before this is the thing with Man City. Before the Rodri injury, they were playing really, really well. As soon as Rodri's gone, and obviously the missing KDB, you could see they are they looking frustrating. And it's funny, someone says, "Oh, if this is Arteta, you'd be talking nonsense." The difference with Arteta and Pep can play boring football and still get over the line. Arteta's never shown us that. That's the difference. Man City do have areas where they need to improve. I think if they continue to miss opportunities like that, they will drop points. If they continue to not bury their chances, they will drop points. But the difference is their manager in Pep has actually got over the line, whether he's playing stinky football or scintillating football. That's the difference. Arteta hasn't. So listen, you take this style of, I'm sure Man City fans will take this type of performances if they win the league. The problem is when Arsenal play this type of football, we don't end up winning the league at the end of the season. That's the difference. But overall, this is a crap performance, and Man City do need to improve. They do need to improve. Let me just block this filo da puta right here. You know what I'm saying? There we go. But yeah, that's the difference, man. It is what it is. I think Man City do need to improve the way they're playing. I think a lot of times very, very frustrating. When you look at a lot of the opportunities today, Haaland, overall, you might have scored the goal, but very, very wasteful. Very wasteful. Like I said, very good for the first goal. You know, Bernardo winning the goal. There was times where Man City caught out Southampton when they were playing out from the back, and they should have put them to the sword. Man City didn't put them to the sword. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of players today weren't that great. You know, they weren't that great. Defensively, they were very good. In terms of the midfield, I think Kovacic played well. I think Foden was decent. I think Nunes was good in the first half. Second half wasn't that great. Savinho wasn't that great in the first half. Second half, I think he came more into life. Haaland was okay. There was a lot of mediocre performances today, in my opinion, from Man City. And like I said, Bernardo winning the ball from Southampton playing out from the back. And he crosses the ball and it goes to the Southampton defender and they kick it out. You know, these are the times where it looked a bit frustrating for Man City. Southampton on the counter, and they obviously hit the bar. That was the only trouble they really caused them in the first half. Other than that, Southampton didn't really cause Man City much trouble. It was more Man City not burying their own chances. But big up to everyone that's locked in. City win again. They do win again, but their performances do need to improve, and they know that. And listen, all the Man City fans I've been speaking to, they've all been saying that the way you guys have been performing hasn't been good enough. You'll take the 3 points, but the performances do need to pick up. They do need to pick up. Very frustrating. Haaland should have got a hat trick today. I think some of the crossing was good from Nunes and Savio. Some of the crossing wasn't as great. But yeah, I don't care if we go. I don't care if we go to this was a trash performance. I got Southampton part the bus. But we have to show some fire. Pep needs to stop this and stop and start football that we play is disgraceful. I hear it. He does need to improve, man. He does need to improve. Listen, you got the 3 points, but your performances do need to pick up. I can't lie. Big up Northside. Big up my G. Big up every single time. Big up to Guru. Big up Northside and the chat. Smash those likes on the way in, people. Familia, big up, man. Big up every single time. Big up to Jay Northside, the legend. Come on, familia. Thumbs up, caramba. You know what I'm saying? Listen, City's performances do need to pick up. They do need to pick up. They do need to go out in January and get a DM. They do need to go and get somebody that can rival KDB. They do miss KDB. City looked crap today. I can't lie. They were poor today. They were poor. But they still had moments to bury the game and they didn't. Let's just keep it real. They had moments to bury the game and they didn't. They didn't put Southampton to the sword. And that's why it was squeaky bum time up until extra time. They're not going to be able to consistently not drop points in games like that. You know what I'm saying? I know point that Man City looked like they were going to lose the game, but, you know, dropping points. They go top of the league, but performances do need to step up. You know, let's be completely honest. City managed the game well. I don't think they managed the game that well. If you're going into extra time and it's still squeaky bum time, I don't think they managed the game that well. If I be completely honest with you, bro. Like, I think they should have got Nunes off a lot earlier. You know what I'm saying? I think Nunes should have come off a lot earlier than 86th minute. And yeah, I just think they could have made some changes a little bit earlier than that. You know, maybe add John Stones, so every time they had a set piece, you know, he can be somebody that can, you know, win them the game like he did the other day. I think changes needed to be made a little bit earlier than they were, to be honest with you. Big up, brother. Smash those likes. Come on, family. Thumbs up, man. We're here, bro. We're here. Ravi, yes, Northside. Big up. Smash the likes. Come on, my G. 1-0 at the Etihad is kind of dead. Big up, bro. It wasn't a great performance. Let's just keep it honest. It wasn't a great performance. Question Northside, thoughts on how Southampton dealt with any of City attacks? Listen, all they did is everyone behind the ball and then long balls over the top. You know, once or twice they almost caught City out, but other than that, they just made themselves compact and tried to play the through balls. You know what I mean? Over the top, and try to hit them on the counter, which, you know, I can't really, you know, begrudge Southampton for that. Arsenal play like that against Man City a lot of the times. We allowed them to have all the possession in the world, and there was no space in behind, and City looked frustrated. They looked frustrated. Through the middle, they couldn't get through. There was a lot of times that Foden was trying to make runs through the middle, weren't getting through. Bernardo Silva in the middle wasn't able to create anything. Through the middle, they were creating nothing. So that's why they were going through the wings. Savio trying to cross the ball in, and they stopped Man City creating anything from the middle. I think Southampton, what else can they do? They're inferior on every player for player. So they did what they had to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? They did what they have to do. City looks like Arsenal, just with better players in certain areas. At the moment, they do. They do. I would say their crossing today was better than Arsenal's. Our crossing hasn't been great lately. But City need to pick. They need to pick up, man. They need to pick up. Bournemouth will punish them next week. No matter how you play, 3 points, all that matters. Bro, 3 points matters, but at the same time, the way you perform matters as well. Because, like I said, against certain opposition today, City could have drawn this game. You know what I'm saying? City could have drawn this game. Yes, you take the 3 points, but also at the same time, one thing that's consistent is your performances. And if your performances aren't of the level, when you go up against better opposition, you can drop points. You know, it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Man like Northside, big up, my G. Big up Charlie as well for the super chat. This type of performance isn't sustainable with any other team but them. If Southampton scored, no doubt they would have got another goal. It's crazy. Listen, they put themselves in a situation where they can get these kind of performances with having someone like a gunman like Haaland. You know what I mean? But yeah, they do need to step it up. They do need to step it up at the end of the day. I think, look, towards the end of the season, I think teams are going to start opening up when they need to be fighting for 3 points. I think at the start of the season, they're looking at it like we'll take a draw against Man City, and that's why everyone's behind the ball. They're not really looking to attack, go all out gun ho. But yeah, man, listen, they got the result, but the performance wasn't great today. You know what I'm saying? Big up Northside, big up my G. City know how to grind out and have victory. That's the difference between them and Arsenal. Exactly. They've shown that they can do this on a consistent basis and get over the line. That's the difference. So when some Philo Daputas come in the chat trying to talk about, oh, but you don't say that, you're not saying that, meh, 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 meh. You know what I'm saying? No, bro, I blocked you because you're spamming my chat. And if you spam my chat, I'll block you straight away. It's not because you're challenging me, because it's easy to explain why I don't. If Arsenal play like this, I'm not happy. The reason why I'm not happy when Arsenal play like this, and the reason I am actually criticizing Man City's performance, because I don't think this was a great performance at all. You know what I'm saying? And they do need to step up their performances, and I've been saying that. The difference is they've shown that they can play like this and get over the line. Arsenal do it, and we don't get over the line. That's the difference. The only way you can accept performances like this is if you get over the line. You can't be playing trash football and then not getting over the line. That's the difference. Yeah, they've actually got over the line, starting a season like this. That's the difference between Man City and Arsenal. Decent performance, but was way too wasteful. Haaland needs a rest. Seems tired. Yeah, man, we're gonna get into that 100%. 100%. I mean, in the second half, Savio to Foden on the counter, shot goes wide. Foden should have done a bit better. I think the way Man City started the second half, they started with a lot of momentum. They actually started going straight at them. You know, within the first 2 minutes, that was a good counter attack from Savio into Foden. He should have at least got it on target. He hits it just wide of the post. That was a good counter attack. And they just need to keep up the momentum. I think the way they started the second half, that's the momentum they needed to continue with. Foden free kick into Vardio. Vardio heads it across the goal. They should have tapped that in. They should have scored that. There was nobody there. I don't know why there was nobody in the box. I don't know where Haaland was. I don't know where I don't know where Bernardo was. I don't know where any of them was. But that was an opportunity that Man City missed again. Very wasteful today, Man City. Very, very wasteful. Very wasteful with their opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Overall, as a performance, it wasn't the greatest. It really wasn't the greatest, if I'll be completely honest. But, you know, this is what I'm saying. Listen, like I said, I'm sure, you know, Man City fans will only put up with this if they get over the line and win the league. City corner, and Haaland heads it towards goal, and then it's cleared by the defender off the line. That was an opportunity that Haaland has to score. You know, you have to be scoring those kind of opportunities. You have to be putting those opportunities to bed, in my opinion. Cross into the box, and Haaland completely misses it. Far post. You know, and he completely misses the ball. You have to be burying that. That's 2 opportunities Haaland has to be burying. And he doesn't bury those opportunities. For me, not good enough. You have to be putting the team to the sword. And I think that's what made it squeaky bum time. They just didn't put them to the sword. You know, in the first half, a couple of chances Haaland should score. Second half, 2 opportunities. You should have been scoring, you know, and he puts it wide. He puts it wide. And the second chance, the cross in the box, he doesn't even tap it. If he just gets even a touch to it in the far post, just taps it, it goes in. The goalkeeper was beat. The defenders were beat. Haaland would have scored that, and it would have been 2-0, and it would have looked a much more comfortable game. Southampton passing out from the back. Núñez wins the ball in the box, and he skies it. Poor, man. Poor. No composure from Núñez. You win the ball out from the back. That's the second time. Bernardo did it earlier in the game where he wins the ball in the box, passes it, and nobody's there, and it gets kicked out. That chance where Núñez out from the back wins the ball in the box, all he has to do is he wins already the ball, control it, and hit it first time, and he just skies it. You know, I think it was just a rush of blood to the head. Needs more composure. Poor from Nunes. Poor. Got to call it out as I see it. That was poor from Nunes. Savio with a cross in the ball. Savio with a cross in the box to Haaland, and the header gets kicked out by the defender. I mean, that one was a harder chance. Out of all the chances, Haaland is like stretching to the max to try and get to it. And he just about gets something onto the ball, but he can't get enough power. I kind of understand. But, bro, there was too many chances today from Haaland. You know what I'm saying? Armstrong, obviously, with the opportunity straight through into the box. And he shoots it straight at the goalkeeper and it's saved. That was a poor chance from Armstrong as well. At least try and work the goalkeeper. And then right at the end, you know, 1v1 with the goalkeeper, Foden plays Haaland through 1v1. You have to be scoring that opportunity. And he doesn't. There was about 3 opportunities from Haaland today that he missed that you would say you're expecting a striker of his caliber to put, you know, to put in the back of the net. But yeah, I will be putting a link out. Any Man City fans will be the first ones to jump on so we can get your thoughts on this game. But like I said, I think there was a lot of good things about Man City's play today. At times when the crossing from Savio and Nunes was good, Haaland was wasteful. And at other times, sometimes the crossing wasn't that great. From Bernardo, or the passing wasn't that great in the final third, or they just looked like they couldn't find those little pockets of space in the box. And ultimately, this game should have ended 3-4-0 with the opportunities that Man City missed today. So a bit of a, I think a bit of a frustrating performance on Man City's part. We don't have enough squad depth right now. 2 centre-backs, 2 goalkeepers and 2 academy players on the bench. Big up Northside, my bro. Big up Familia Tanzakima. Make sure you're smashing the like button and subscribing. Make sure you're doing all that good stuff. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We beat Southampton 3-1, by the way. City barely holding on to a 1-0 lead. Listen, it is what it is. We've been saying this. Big up to Hussam. When the performances match the results, you'll come back and say Hussam is right. Listen, I've never said that. I've been on your channel when we both said that Man City's performances haven't been good enough. The one thing that this team has shown is that they can get over the line regardless of that. You know, they know how to get results regardless. And they know how to turn up the performances at the crunch end of the season to get over the line. So we'll see. We'll see. I think you're stretching there a little bit too much there, Hussam. But yeah, you predicted Arsenal to get over the line. We'll see how far Arsenal get with poor performances and getting results, because we weren't able to do it against Bournemouth. At this point in the season, performances do matter. Yeah, they do matter. They do matter, bro. They do matter. And Man City need to up their performances. Yeah, I mean, the performances ain't great. The result is good, but the performance ain't good. Long term, you need good performances or you'll drop points eventually. Exactly my point. The amount of opportunities that Man City missed today with Haaland not burying the team up against a top team. Yeah, the opportunities that Armstrong had that he shot straight at the goalkeeper, the other opportunity that Southampton had where they hit the crossbar, they scored that. And it's either a draw or a loss. So performances do matter, bro. Performances in football do matter. When players have got momentum and they're playing the right type of football, that's when the performances will continue to come in. But when you're dropping bad performances and that continues, certain opposition will put you to the sword, or certain opposition will actually bury their chances. Southampton just don't have the quality to bury Man City with the opportunities that they had. But yeah, man, big up, my G. Yeah, bro, this is what I'm saying, man. The man wants to spam, I'm just gonna block him. I ain't even reading out his comment, man. Big up, my G. You know what I'm saying? It's not about getting perfect results. It's about getting the job done. Doesn't matter how you get it. Yes and no. Yes, you have to get the job done. You know, the end of the season, it's about results. The last 10 games of the season is about results. Up until then, players need to be playing, you know, you need to be maximizing the most out of players, you know, and at the moment, you know, it just doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like the players are playing well. I think Savio and Nunes were probably the best, and Kovacic played well. Apart from the rest of the attacking players, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough, man. You know, this is why you can see like a Man United win a game and then lose a game the next week, because the performances at times, yeah, the goals, the win overshadows the overall performances. One thing that's sustainable is performances. That's the thing. So listen, it is what it is. Also, no Doku, Grealish, Bob, KDB, Rodri, Walker. They are struggling with attacking options, but are getting it done. They'll inevitably get it better. This is what I've been saying. Everyone already knows. I see Man City winning the league. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, bro. But I hear it. I hear it. Big up Charlie, though, for the super chat. I hear it. I expect them to win the league, bro. I don't think Arsenal's done enough. And we've seen that in the last couple of games. I don't think Liverpool did enough because they only went and got, Chiesa. I don't think all the other teams have done enough. So I still have Man City winning the league. But yeah, they got over the line. Even with their injuries, they got over the line. And I said this. I remember when Hussam told me, oh, but what if this player ain't playing? They always got a player that turns up. Whether it's Vardy scoring a goal, whether it's Bernardo, whether it's Foden, whether it's KDB, whether it's whoever, whether it's whoever it is, bro, they always got a player. Haaland, they always got players that turn up. This is the difference when you've got top players, bro. This is why this is something that Arsenal lack. We lack that kind of mentality that when we have star players out, we just have the know-how just to get over the line. Northside, Barca, Real Madrid. Yes, I will be doing a watch-along for Barcelona, Real Madrid today, bro. I'll definitely be watching that, bro. Big up, my G. Definitely be watching that. City been playing really bad lately, but like you said, they can do that and still win the league. Exactly, because they have the manager and they have the players. We don't have either. That's the difference between them and Arsenal. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Northside, love the Babs cooking. I felt like you held back. If you went full throttle, that Melt would have started crying. Bro, that's the thing, yeah. I could already see he was rattled, bro. I just wanted him to expose exactly what I already said he was doing, which is clickbait, and he did that. If I was like went full like grilling him, he would have had his wall up and he wouldn't have revealed the reality about his channel, that he's a clickbait channel. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's calm. We got that clip forever. You know what I mean? It's as if having a clinical striker made a difference today. I'm shocked. Big up, familia. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is why I call them lucky, not an agenda. They're not lucky though. It's not lucky that they have a striker that can bag goals. They're not lucky that they've got players that turn up in big moments. It's not called luck. It's called preparation. It's not luck that they've got arguably the best manager in the world. It's not luck, bro. It's they prepare, bro. Yes, obviously, in terms of the Rodri thing, I do think that was a lapse in preparation. They should have got somebody to rotate with Rodri. Obviously, now they need to address that in January. But they're prepared. They got players that turn up for big games and know how to turn up for big games. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's luck, bro. I don't think it's luck. You know, I don't think it's luck. You know, I've seen great Man United teams, not play well and get over the line because, you know, their manager was always prepared and always had players that would turn up in the occasions where they need them to turn up. It's called preparation. It's called identifying, you know, world-class or top players. Love to you all, geez. Love seeing you win. Big up, Charlie. Big up, Familia. Big up to you. I'm going to put the link out as well to get any City fans to have their say. Like I said, in my opinion, as an Arsenal fan, I think you got the result that you wanted, but overall the performances, the lack of clinical edge at times hasn't looked good. Sometimes the play looks a little bit frustrating, but you got over the line even with so many players injured. You know, and that comes with winning mentality. City have upcoming 4 away games in the next 14 days. Maybe they were conserving energy. Listen, like I said, you know, the only way, I think the only way fans are accept this kind of performance is when you get the win, when you ultimately win the league, then they can accept it, you know. As a rival, City seem frail at the moment. Perfect chance for another team to get ahead of them before they get going. Hope it can be LFC. Facts. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's the thing. And I wish my club went out there and got a striker that we needed and addressed getting a number 10 that we needed as well. Because then we could have taken advantage of the fact they got Rodri out and they're not looking like the Man City that we've seen them before in terms of performances. But we didn't, bro. We didn't. You know what I mean? Big up, like the stream. Savio is class. I think he upped his performance in the second half. I think he did well in the second half. As a City fan, it was decent performance, but I'm still not happy by only beating Southampton 1-0 at home. What a joke! So bad up top today. Yeah, listen, this is exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying. There you go. A Man City fan keeping it real. Yeah, the performance wasn't atrocious, but it wasn't great. And the performances need to improve. The finishing needs to improve. There you go. There you go, man. You know what I'm saying? Amigo, you doing a watch along for El Clasico tonight? Yeah, I will be doing a watch along, my G. I will be doing a watch along for El Clasico today, bro. Northside, did you see our bench? Yeah, I'm saying 15k soon. Yeah, 15k soon, man. We're there, man. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Arsenal will need. Let me put the link out. Let me put the link up for anyone that does want to have their say on the game. Let me put the link out. There we go. Right, the link is out. Camera and microphone on to jump on. Oh my days, what's going on? There we go. Hold on, let me pin that. There we go. Arsenal will need to sign in January to have a sniff in the title race. They didn't do enough. What was the plan? I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, we're looking like Saka FC right now. We're looking like Saka FC. Only happy with Haaland getting back on the score sheet, keeping a clean sheet, but not happy with only winning 1-0 to a relegation zone team. I hear it. You can be happy with the result and not happy with the performance. You know what I mean? Yo, what are you man saying?
Yo.
Oh God, I need a good end to a crap week.
Bro, what I'm saying is that we could have caught City this year, but it's too late now. It's too late.
We should have caught them last year and the year before, but we're losers.
Unfortunately, but bro, City always start slow. We all know that they always start slow. Pep's known for that. But other thing, if it was us that game against Southampton, we played the same way, we would have drew. They only won because they have a clinical striker. Sometimes that striker gets you that 1-0. He gets you that 1-0. You know when you really need them, he gets you that. The thing is that we don't have the look. Havertz, he's gonna bag here and there, but he's not gonna be the moments when you
not what we need.
He bags when we're winning 2-0. You know, look, I'd like my striker to score only when we win 1-0. If we're winning by 5, I don't want you to score. I don't need you to score. Sorry, I don't want you. I don't need you to score. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I need you in the clinical moments. Like today it was clinical, bro, and it was a beautiful goal as well. Crazy. I don't know how we did it, bro.
That's what I like about Man City fans, yeah? They're honest about their performance. Bro, we were asked today, but again, we still got the 3 points. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's happy with the result, but not happy with the performances. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I do like seeing from City fans. Every time I see City fans, I never see them excusing bad performances. They'll talk about it. It's not a comfortable conversation.
Did you hear what Arteta said?
Big up, guys. Big up.
He said Arteta said, sorry, just this, and then you can go on. Northside, Arteta said that the fans need to get more into the game. He's asking the fans. I don't know if you saw it. He's asking the fans. Oh, you didn't see it, bro. Check it out. Arteta said that for a press conference. He's telling people, we're bored. We're bored. How do you want us to get? He's trying to round up the fans, and it's just not going to happen, bro. It's boring, Arteta. Does he know? I don't think he knows, bro.
But why is he putting on the fans? Why didn't he just do his job, bro? Because if when 2-3 years ago, when we was playing good attacking football, yeah, the fans were behind it. When we were 8 points clear of Man City, the fans were behind you. When you play good football and when you get the results on that, yeah, the fans will get behind you. The fans, you remember when we were 8 points clear, the whole fan base was saying, just get behind the team. Everyone was behind the team.
Bro, me and you were believing. We're like, hey, maybe we can. I don't know. It's like 70% of me was saying, yes, we can do it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Look, I lost confidence in Arteta when he didn't get 4th place, when we lost it to Tottenham. That's when I was like, nah, this guy ain't it. You get what I'm trying to say? That was supposed to be, you're supposed to get 4th place. And then you know what I said? You know, because these Arteta ins, they're nagging all the time. If you meet them outside, you know, at work, whatever, your friends. So I'm like, okay, we'll give him another year. And then that year, and then the next year. And then it got to a point when I was like, bro, look, I never used to watch YouTube a lot. As in, you know, these AFTV, Arsenal fans, Ghana, whatever. So it was recently, it was like maybe I've been watching you for like, what, a year, 2 years, something like that. So I was thinking that, why am I the only one that's seeing this? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that there were fans out there just like me and you and Lee and Guru and, you know what I'm saying, Noomski, whatever, the whole team, you know, Matty. But from I kept on kind of like believing because of these suckers, bro. These suckers that are around us. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, they're losers. They're serial losers. Do you get what I'm trying to say? The serial lose. I don't know why it turned into. Sorry. I know we're supposed to
That man,
talk about City, bro. I know we're
that
supposed to
man,
talk
that man are a sloppy.
I want to get the City fan. AK.
Yeah.
This is. Let's get the City fans' opinion because you won today, AK. Obviously, this comment here, big up to AI Joy. He says people need to understand we're playing without KDB and Rodri. We understand that, but at the same time, if you don't win the league, when I expect you to win the league, you will be looking at it thinking, okay, why didn't we plan for that? Why didn't we have a KDB backup for that? Why don't we have a Rodri backup? You could have addressed that in the summer. You can still address that in January. I mean, what do you make of the performance today, AK? And what do you expect your club to do in the January transfer window?
Yeah, first of all, guys, big up, man. I mean, yeah, we got the 3 points. We're top of the league, but damn, I had to watch this shambles of a performance from the lads. I mean, apart from the Haaland goal actually is what kept us in the lead. And I don't know, it's like, I mean, looking at this Southampton lineup, we were supposed to be dominating them like 5 goals up with the amount of chances that we had in both the halves. But Foden needs to really, really work on finding on the back of the net. I mean, like I know he does, but seriously, today was disgraceful. I mean, we can't be playing like this against any. We can't be playing like this against any other team away because if we keep playing like this, we're gonna get cooked. We're gonna concede,
Nothing's
and
gonna happen, bro.
eventually,
You're gonna win the league. You're gonna win the league. Nothing's gonna happen.
nah,
If you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
play well,
yeah,
nothing's gonna
yeah.
happen.
I don't think you'll get cooked, AK. Yeah, I think you'll drop points.
Yeah.
I think you'll drop points. Like if you keep playing like this, you'll drop points. You won't necessarily lose every game, but you'll definitely drop points. I think defensively, you guys are, you're doing a lot better. You did perform a lot better with Kovacic. I think in the first half, Kovacic actually played really, really well. I think he played well. I think Rico Lewis, he always puts in a good performance. Diaz as well, he's always good as well. Bardio as well played well. But there was moments where they got through. Armstrong shooting at the goalkeeper. The other time they hit you in a counter. They hit you on a counter and they hit the crossbar. Those opportunities, when you don't put your chances away with Rodri out, I do think you will drop points if you continue to play like that. But then again, I see Arsenal dropping points because we haven't addressed our bench. So it's really, who drops the most points. I see Arsenal dropping more points than City. That's how I see it. But I mean, you think if you continue play like this that you're gonna get pammed? I don't think you're gonna get pammed.
I mean, yeah, I think my opinion, we should have gotten Stones in the second half. Early in the second half, we should have gotten Stones and just changed the game. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I leave it to Pep because Pep knows what he's doing. So I have no comment. I have no comment on that matter. But yeah, I mean, we seriously need to improve. We seriously need to improve without Rodri because we know that Rodri is out for the rest of the season. KDB will come back in 1 or 2 games, I hope, because with the way we are lacking creativity in the mid, we seriously need him back. And yeah, Ake made a comeback against Sparta in the Champions League. So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there's nothing else for me to say. But yeah, I mean, head on. We must focus on the next game. Head on.
AJ, how do you see this game, bro? What do you think of this game today?
It was weird because, as AK said, when I saw the Southampton lineup, I expected a battering, like comfy 4-5-0. And when Haaland scored after 5 minutes, I was thinking, it's going to be exactly what I expect. The fact that Southampton can genuinely look at themselves and say we can be proud of ourselves is not a good look for Man City. But on one hand, I respect AK for being real about what he saw in that game, because if this was Arsenal, we'd be saying mentality monsters, ignoring the fact that we lost 6 out of our last 11 to lose to Spurs, ignoring the fact that we ended our first title challenge with 2 wins from our last 8, ignoring the fact that we ended 2023 with 1 win from our last 5 in the league. And that's not even counting all competitions. But I mean, I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of today as much as I can because I know Liverpool are going to give us a generational beating tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. Listen, listen, we are going to get touched like a Michael Jackson child. It's peak.
See, he started talking about Arsenal, not me. You see,
listen, it's been a good week for me, man. But listen, the week started off well, man. Benfica lost, which is always nice, and then Arsenal put in a terrorist performance against Shakhtar, and then I got to start.
Don't ever disrespect my heritage. Are you more committed than me?
I'm really bro. How dare you, bro? Me or nothing with this guy, man.
Benfica, man. Why you got to bring up Benfica, bro? You should
Mike can't have you too happy, man.
Why are you sporting? Are you sporting?
Nah, I'm just anyone. I'm anyone but Benfica.
Okay.
This guy, man. Anyway, we're not even listening to AJ no more. Why are you bringing up Benfica for, man? This guy just want to see me angry, bro. Omar, what are you saying? What's your thoughts?
God, so good.
I watched the game, and I'm gonna be very honest, right? See, this is the thing with me, Northside. You know me, man. I like to keep the same energy for anything. All right. I'm not gonna sit here and criticize Arsenal when they come back their way into some victories, right? And criticize them, and not have the same energy for City. Because I'm gonna be real, bro. City have been scumbagging their way into victories, right? And I've been seeing this now. This has become a pattern now for them.
But they do this every year.
What's that?
They do this every year, Umar. They always sound like this.
No, but this is the thing. You can come back certain games, right? But if it becomes a consistency, eventually you have to learn to go past that. Because if you don't, and people figure you out, that's when you're gonna start losing games, right? This is the same thing that we were getting. This is the same thing we were giving to Arsenal when we were saying to Arsenal. At the end of the day, you guys were winning games, but you're not performing well, and eventually it will come back to bite you. And I'm gonna keep the same energy for City as well, right? Because we watched the game against Wolves. They were poor against Wolves. You understand what I'm saying, right? This game was against Southampton, with all due respect, right? Just like we had the same energy for Arsenal against Southampton, I'm keeping the same energy for City against Southampton. They should have battered these guys, right?
100%.
That's my point. And the fact that they got the win, fair play to them. But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100, right? These guys, for the past few games, they have not been playing well. They did well in the Champions League, but in the league, the performances have not been great for them, right? And it's not sustainable for too long. They need to find a way to get it working. The only good news that I would probably say that came out of the game for City is that Haaland is back to scoring again, right? We saw him score in the Champions League. We've seen him score today. Matheus Nunes actually got an assist today. So that's good news for them as far as losing Rodri is concerned, to have Nunes finally getting a chance and actually doing some stuff on the pitch. It's good news for them, but at the end of the day, it was a terrible performance, but they got the win. But at the end of the day, they have to improve on these performances. They have to.
100%.
Yeah.
You guys think it's down to the injuries? I mean, they got quite a few players out injured. Do you think it's down to we know about Rodri, and we know they need to, I guess they're still learning to play without Rodri. Because when they had Rodri at the start of the season, they were cooking. They were playing really well.
To an extent.
Game, bro. They were playing really, really well. As soon as Rodri comes off, all of a sudden the game changed. Do you think they're just learning to play without Rodri? Or do you guys even see them addressing that in January?
Yeah,
I mean, it depends on how well, because Nunes is beginning to play. If Nunes continues performing, maybe Pep might give Nunes a chance. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, but there's a problem there, guys. You see, Man City, you see how when they had Haaland, you know they kind of struggled with Haaland at first when they bought him, and then they switched to the 3-6-1. Now, because Rodri's not there, I think the formation needs to change, because a player like Rodri is very, very rare in football. Very, very rare. Because he's a connection between the defense and the midfield. He can turn with the ball. He finds his players. He can play the little passes, but he can break the lines easily. You know, I don't know. They need to change formation in my opinion. But if they're gonna address that, I don't know if they'll buy a player as good as Rodri. But you know, Pep can make a player out of me. I can play in midfield with Pep, bro. Come on.
Do you know what? Do you know what I like? Yeah, Top Goodness. Yeah, to act like they don't watch the channel. They watch the channel. Yeah, these man like no, side. Don't try it because when we have injuries, you say no excuses, bro. Did you not hear me at the start of this show? If they don't win the league, they will be criticized because they should have went and got somebody in to fight alongside Rodri. They should have went in and got somebody that can do what KDB brings to the team. What are you chatting about? I'm asking the panel, do they think it's because of injuries? These men are so sensitive. Bro, I've said today, this performance wasn't great. Good result, not a great performance. And the City fans, yeah, unlike the majority of this fan base, yeah, actually sit there and say, yeah, you know what? Today's performance wasn't great. We got the result, but it ain't great. Performances need to step up. I've been showing all the comments in the chat. These man, bro, I'm telling you, the difference, yeah, is that club, yeah, it seems to have a fan base that can accept criticism, even when with a win. When Arsenal win a game, oh, you have to applaud everything. You can't criticize. Nah, you can criticize. The performance today wasn't great. The fact that they only have KDB and it looks like they can't, you know, as soon as the team sits back, Man City look like they can't unlock a team sitting back and parking the bus. That's concerning. They will drop points. I also said if they continue to play like this, they will drop points. And if they drop too many points, then we have a conversation. Man City are the favourites to win the league. Man City should have went out there and addressed what they needed on the bench. And if they don't have that, then they will be criticised. What's man talking about? What's man talking about?
This is the first window I've ever seen with Pep where City were genuinely complacent, because it's no secret that Rodri was their only number 6. It's no secret that Kevin De Bruyne was in decline and injury prone.
To be fair, Nunes is a number 6 as well. He's just not played a lot of games.
Even Kovacic can play there as well.
He's not a number 6 like
Kovacic is better further forward.
But Kovacic can play there as well. But the response to them is, listen. Arsenal don't have any credit in the bank. It's been 5 years, no titles, no trophies, no nothing. You can't have to be on team like that. They just won the league last year. If my team won the league last year, I'll be like, okay, I wouldn't be as angry as. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? I wouldn't be as angry as. But Arsenal don't have credit in the bank, bro. And they spent 800 million. And they spent 800 million, bro.
These men turned into Tottenham fans on May the 14th, man. Don't ever forget, man. These lot are terrorists.
Russia, let me tell you.
You know what? They weren't. Do you know what it is with City? Yeah, they did create opportunities from the wings today. Like, I'll be fair, yeah. Nunes was creating good chances. They scored from one. He assisted Haaland. Savinho in the second half was creating opportunities with crosses into the box. The problem is through the middle, they weren't creating anything. Foden was struggling. He was trying to take on 3-4 players because there was no space. And every time he was taking a shot, it was just rebounding off of the defender. Yeah, and that's because they don't have KDB. And if they don't go out there and address somebody to play alongside KDB, to play other than KDB that can compete, that offers him the same thing, then they're going to get criticized. At the end of the day, they have to win the league, bro. But Arsenal have to win the league. But that's the situation. Like,
but no side. What I tell you guys?
But let me say this, Rashad, before you go, right?
Go on.
See, let me tell you something. Just to add on, no side, just to point you were talking about Arsenal fans and City fans, the difference, right? Let me tell you the difference. If City fans, you know what City fans are like? City fans are like children who were raised in an African household. You understand what I'm saying? They were like the children who were raised in an African household.
Facts.
What is it called? What do you call it? Northside, the shoe. You feel me, right?
The das. The Somali das.
Exactly,
the chinelo.
Right? The chinelo. You feel me, right? They're raised around the chinelo, so they know how to take criticism because the parents are ruthless, right? There's no such thing as, oh, let's just give him a chance. Oh yeah, you just a little mistake. Now you mess up, you get the chinelo. You feel me, right? Arsenal fans are the Gen Z, and most of the Gen Z fans, the Gen Z children. You feel me, right?
Genderless accidents.
Yeah, I said that's why I said most of it, because not all, but most of the Gen Z fans, right, who sit there have never been beaten a day in their lives. The Gen Z fans in my country right here who out here because if you're a parent and you beat up and you slap your child, you get put in jail. You feel me, right? And their children end up becoming messed up and never take criticism because they've never been told no in their life. That's it, bro. That's the difference between City and Arsenal fans, bro. City fans can take criticism because at the end of the day they got standards. These guys, they don't have any standards. That's what it is, man. Let's call it out.
They got no excuses. They got world-class players. They've got game winners. Yeah, they got no excuses, bro. At the end of the day, if they win this league, yeah, then there's no excuses, bro. Like trust me, I'll be criticizing them because you've got the best manager in the league. You've got the best team. You've got best starting 11. Yeah, you've got world-class players. You've got players that have done trebles, won multiple league titles. There's no excuse to not get over the line. If they don't go out there and address somebody to compete with KDB or Rodri and they don't win the league, the blame is completely on Pep and on that ownership.
Absolutely. And this is why Northside, and that's why Northside, did you see how I came on the show? I criticize because people think that it's always about, we criticize Arsenal when the Arsenals come back into wins. But guess what? It keeps the same energy, man. Because at the same time, the energy that we had on Arsenal when they was come back in their way into some victories, right? I'm gonna keep the same energy, bro. The last two games, City have been awful in their games, but they got the wins. And they can't. This can't continue being sustained. They need to improve on the performances because eventually, when that luck dries out, they're gonna get exposed, right? And at the end of the day, Arsenal and City, Arsenal and Liverpool are not that far away from them, right? So if they keep scumbag in their way into this victory, eventually people are gonna figure it out, and they're gonna end up dropping points, draws, losses, and then Liverpool and Arsenal are gonna take advantage and be clear of them. Before by the time Rodri and De Bruyne return.
Haaland, like I said, Haaland had 3 chances, bro. Even though they weren't amazing creating chances through the middle, he had 3 chances to score, bro. You know, other than the goal. Yeah, and you out of 4 chances, you only scored 1. That's poor. That's poor. So he can't even say he had no service today because he did get service today in the box. I think. Listen, I think Southampton they were aggressive. You know, even on that counter attack. Do you remember that counter attack? And Haaland tried to like turn a defender and he dragged him down. That to me was a yellow. But regardless, you had enough opportunities right at the end. 1v1 with the goalkeeper. We've seen Haaland just think it over the goalkeeper. No composure. Smashes it right at the goalkeeper. Poor finishing. Poor composure today from Haaland. He did have opportunities today to score and he didn't score enough. Obviously, luckily for him, his first goal was enough to get them over the line, but that was squeaky bum time, bro. They were stressed. Extra time, they were stressed. You know what I mean? Cross after cross, corner after corner into the box. You know, on another day, another team equalizes.
But they'll still win something. Even if they don't buy anyone in January, they'll still win something.
I mean, look,
it'll be a FA Cup, Carabao, anything. They'll still win something. The thing is that if they don't address it, I don't know why they didn't address it in the summer because Guardiola usually does. But I feel like maybe he'll get one player in. I don't think he can replace KDB and Rodri. Maybe one of them. I don't think he'll buy 2 players to replace them both. But yeah, that's what I think. Man, look, City are scary when they start like this. And they start like this every year. I don't know why. In my opinion, of course. If I was a City fan, I wouldn't be worried. It's no problem. What's going to happen? What's going to happen, bro? Slot is his first year. Arteta's a serial loser. Who's going to compete?
He's overcome every challenge. It's the difference between Pep and Arteta. When Conte won the league, he went back to win the league. When Klopp was then going toe-to-toe against him, they won the league once. He went back. He dominated that era. Klopp versus Pep. You know what I mean? Arteta's now stepped up to the challenge. He's beat him every single time. And this is under different situations. Times where they didn't have a striker. Times where they had to rely on Foden. Times where they had to rely on Gundo at the end of the season. Times when Haaland started the season really, really well and then dropped off to the last part of the season. No matter what the situation is, he's always been able to overcome it. Getting rid of Sterling, no problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Getting rid of Jesus Zinchenko, no problem. Getting rid of Alvarez, no problem. Like, no matter what situation, this is why the energy is different. Even though we criticize City, we expect him to overcome because he always has overcome the challenge. Arteta hasn't. So it's different. Arsenal fans want to compare it like it's equal. It's not equal. This is a manager that's been able to step up to the challenge every single time. Even when people are questioning, City ain't looking that great, he still gets over the line. We've never done that under this manager. that is why the pressure's more on Arteta. You can't compare the two. You know, there's
And
things
that's
that City need to
Facts.
improve, and we have the expectation that he will address that. You know what I mean? So even when he got rid of
By the way,
Aguero,
guys,
like when you got rid of Aguero and said we cannot replace him, we cannot replace him, he still goes on to win stuff, bro.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you something about Pep, bro.
he's
As a guy,
sneaky, bro. He's
listen, let me tell
sneaky.
you
I
something about
swear.
Pep. One thing about
Yeah,
Pep is, I'm gonna tell you guys this about Pep. Pep Guardiola, bro, don't always take anything when he says in interviews seriously. This guy lies out of his teeth. Okay, bro, this guy is a pathological liar, bro. This guy will sit there and talk about, oh, we'll never replace him, and then go and buy a guy who scored like 50 goals a season before, in one of the best strikers in up and coming strikers in the world, right? You go on to win the Champions League and the treble, but yeah, you can't replace the guy. But listen, I'm not even getting into that. I'll say this about City, right? And this is where I'm glad you mentioned that, and I agree 100% with you, Northside. At the end of the day, it's a difference. We've seen City under Pep, right? Find games where they've had slow starts, but they've managed to catch up and win the league. They have shown that history has shown us that they've done it, right? We have not seen that with Arteta, so it's much more harder to take Arteta when he does things like this. It's easier to be more critical with him than with Pep, because we've seen that with Pep, he's had slow starts and finally managed to get it over the line. Until Arteta manages to have a slow start and get it over the line, no one is really going to trust it. It's part of life, bro. I keep telling people, I'm like, it's in everything in life. You got to look at someone's history to see what they are capable of. You understand what I'm saying? Right? At the end of the day, we know what Pep is capable of. We know what Arteta is capable of. So we can't use the same energy all the time to judge the two. They're not the same. They are not. And people
Hey
need to just
guys,
understand that.
hey guys, I've got. Do you know that Haaland scored them more than Gabriel Jesus? He's got 74
Yeah,
goals.
he did.
Gabriel Jesus got 73 at City. This is at City.
Wait,
And I
Gabriel
think,
Jesus has
how many
73 goals
seasons
at
did?
City. Wait a minute. You
Yeah,
said
73 goals. 73 goals. All competition. All
this whole
competition.
time at City.
Yes.
I didn't even know he scored that amount of goals at City. I'm not even going to lie.
Nah, you're gonna bag with City, bro. Come on. It's Guardiola, man. You're gonna bag. I told you. But what I'm trying to say is
Exactly.
that go on, my friend. I think you're a City fan. Tell us how many seasons did Gabriel Jesus play, and how many seasons did Haaland play? And let's compare, because it's a joke. It's a joke. I swear. Because
Yeah, I swear. I mean, Rachid, I'll tell you this. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Haaland has scored more goals than Aguero and Gabriel Jesus combined.
Is that a
He
fact?
did. It's a fact.
wow.
Nah. Aguero.
Hey,
I
look,
thought
that's
Aguero
for
was the
you, so you
all-time
can
leading goal
roast
scorer.
them. So you can roast them tomorrow, yeah?
Nah, I
Roast
gotta
them.
check that. I gotta check. I gotta check. I can't be saying them stats there and now get caught out.
No, sir, yeah, check it.
I gotta
Bro,
check that because Aguero was a
scored
bags
a
man.
hell of amounts of goals.
You
I
got
know.
bullet, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Aguero was a gunman. Like, bro, people forget how.
Yeah,
Bro, Aguero was a gunman, man. That guy was a joke. Hey, there's no way, man. There's no way that Haaland has broken
I'm
his
not,
I
record.
gotta
I
check.
don't know about that one. I'm not gonna lie. Aguero was
Nah,
a gunman.
bro. Nah.
Aguero's
Aguero
good.
was a
I think
gunman.
Gabriel
This guy was
Jesus,
scoring
yes.
20, 30 goals a season every season, bro. His whole
Yeah,
time. I think until
yeah,
like his last season.
yeah.
We need receipts for that one. I'm
Yeah,
not
man.
co-signing this
Yeah,
one.
man. Don't exaggerate, AK. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
We
man.
need
yeah,
You're
but
a City
receipts,
fan,
my
man. You
G.
gotta check. Listen, put the numbers down. You gotta give us the numbers. Tell us that okay, these guys scored this amount of
now,
goals. These guys
seriously,
scored
Gabriel
this.
Jesus one, you can check it. Guys, I'm serious about the Gabriel Jesus one. I don't know, but Aguero's a baller, bro. I'm not talking about Aguero. I'm talking about Gabriel Jesus. He scored
Yeah.
73 goals. Haaland scored 74. And I don't know how many games between them there. I don't know how many games did. I think Gabriel Jesus played a lot of games more than what Haaland.
Rachid,
Okay, so you see,
Rachid.
this is why AK. Then that's why AK, you're wrong because he just said that the Haaland just broke Jesus' basically goal scoring record, which was just by one goal. But you just said that he broke both Aguero and Gabriel Jesus' goals combined.
The Aguero.
So technically you're wrong. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
You know what?
yeah. I mean, like Omar.
Yeah. Mm.
A bit of a fact correction. Yeah, I mean, like I was a bit wrong when I said Haaland scored more goals than Aguero. Aguero is our all-time top scorer. I will give
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
he's our all-time top. He's our all-time top goal scorer, and he scored more goals in the Champions League. He scored more goals in the Prem. He scored more goals in across all competitions. But I'm gonna say about Gabby Jesus. I mean, on the left, he used to score. He used to score like what?
He scores the
I
fifth
mean,
goal. When they're winning 4-0, he scores the fifth goal. That's what Gabriel Jesus used to do. He'll score the fifth goal, the fourth goal, the third. You know, that's what Gabriel Jesus is. He's
I don't want to talk about that bum, man. Tomorrow is going to be a stressful day. I don't want to talk about that guy. I don't even want to talk about that cocoa head. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to El Clasico, man. Something that keeps the spirits up, man. Overall, what are you saying, man? I'm doing a watch along for that game, you know. What are you saying? What are you saying about the El Clasico, bro?
Listen, I did my preview yesterday and I said, listen, this is probably the most excited I've been in an El Clasico for years because both teams are on fire. We're both on fire. We're both in good form. We just dominated in the Champions League, right? Well, basically, the morale is high at both clubs right now, right? And am I confident we're going to win? Absolutely. I think that attacking-wise, we have a good attacking team. We've been scoring hell amounts of goals. We scored like 40 goals already, you know, by the end of October. That is ridiculous, right? So goals is not my issue. And one thing I've seen about Madrid is that they give away a lot of chances. And I'm like, bro, if you guys give us those chances, you're in trouble. But I will say this. I watched the game against Bayern. I don't know if you have, because I know you were doing the Feyenoord Benfica watch along, right? Did you go back and watch the Barcelona game?
Yeah. You got,
Did
yeah.
you guys see? Did you see the highline we're playing against Bayern?
Yeah.
If we play that highline against Mbappe and Vini, oh my days, bro! I am not looking forward to that because I know Ancelotti is going to play a diamond against us, bro. He's gonna play that diamond, right? He's gonna put both Vinicius and Mbappe as the front line so that they can stretch that high, so that they can literally take advantage of that high line. And if they do, bro, this could be a high-scoring game, right? At the end of the day, I've said I want us to win, right? Obviously, I want us to win. That's no question, right? The biased part of me is saying that we're going to win by 3-2, right? Because it's going to be back and forth goals, right? But on a real, I think that this might end in a draw, and it's going to be a crazy draw. I can see it being a 2-2 or 3-3, bro, because both defenses are suspect as hell. You understand?
If you win, though, you need to send for Lee, bro. You need to call Lee. I'm telling you, you need to send.
Lee, I promise. Listen, I said it yesterday on my preview. I ended my preview with this. Go back, check on my channel. I said, when I win, I'm sending for Will. I'm sending for Dave. I'm sending for Lee. I'm sending for Sunshine, who's a customary Real Madrid fan. I'm sending for everyone who's associating themselves with Madrid. Everybody is getting flamed. You guys don't want to deal with me because guess what? Bro, I promise, I'm not doing, after the watch along, I'm not doing anything, bro. I'll do what you do. I'll literally just be on the internet, turn on my stream, and just start reacting to all of the reactions, bro. Because you know, bro, everybody's reacting. And I'm going to make sure I get every reaction, bro. Because I promise you, these people don't want to deal with me. Because I don't have Lee's number, but I know Lee goes live. And I'm like, I'm just going to be in the comments just being shameless as hell, bro. He's not going to want to deal with me.
Wait, so are you predicting a draw? Are you saying a draw?
I think it's going to be a draw, man. I'm going to be very real because both of our defenses give away chances, man. My high line is going to give Mbappe and Vinicius chances. And they're going to give us chances because Vasquez is absolutely shit. I know he scored in their last game, but he's been poor. Very, very poor. I mean, the defense is not bad, but dude, they give away too many chances. And if they give us those chances, oh, my days. I'm worried, bro. If I put Lee Gunner on my thumbnail, this brother is never gonna let me rest. Because he
knows you. He'll know his banter. There.
No, I know. Listen, I don't actually have a picture of him, bro. I might just put him, Dave, and everybody just on the. Because I remember you too. I remember you and him back and forth during the bro. That was like the best part of the Euros for me. When I was watching you two just put in thumbnails.
Do it, trust me. His whole chat, yeah. As soon as you put him in the phone, the whole chat will light up. Yo, what's going on? Omar sending, you know.
Sam is another one that's gonna get it too.
Jeff Lee Dahmer, you know, remember Jeff Lee Dahmer in his picture? Oh, bro, that would be joke, bro. I swear down. But yeah, what are you saying, Rashid, man? What do you think? Who do you think's gonna win this El Clasico?
Oh, look, man, the El Clasico has always been a crazy game to watch, but recently it died a little bit. I think this is This is Omar agrees with me. I think this is the new Clasico we're gonna be
Yeah,
seeing.
this El Clasico is one of the best.
I didn't guess that Flick would click this fast. He's clicking too fast, Northside. It's too fast. There's no plan. There's no trust the process. There's no waiting 5 years. It happens now. It happens now, bro. And the man them are gonna tell me, oh, Lamine Yamal. Well, you told me Saka, innit? Saka's the golden boy, right? That's what he's. Well, that's what he is, right? Is Lamine Yamal better than Saka? How old is that guy anyway? Bro,
Is
when
he
you mix
17 now? Is he 17? He's 17 now.
This guy's
Oh, did
17,
you,
bro. Yeah, he's 17, bro. He just
Man's got
celebrated.
braces. I thought he's got the braces. Yeah, he got a new thing. Yeah, it's got the colors of Barca now on the braces.
Yeah, and you know, I actually was updating my watch along this next month, right? I actually had the picture of like Yamal, bro, and his new the picture with the new braces. I was like, hey man, this guy, bro, he's Barca through and through, bro. He even got the braces looking like the Barca colors, man. This brother.
Yeah, it probably is. But Real Madrid, bro, they're dangerous. No side, to be honest, they're dangerous, man. You never know until Real Madrid scores. It's that quick. It's that quick.
I know. But I want to see Lee stress, bro. Every time Benfica lose, but this guy's always calling my phone, bro. Like his hotline bling. I don't tell him to call me, bro.
Listen, when I win, right, we're going to flame that guy, bro. We're going to flame him. I promise you, man.
It's a tough game, bro. It's a tough game. Actually,
no, I'm telling you, this is so unpredictable. Because you know what? Even though I am confident we're gonna win, bro, we could easily get battered too, man. I'm being real. We could easily get battered, bro. And if we get battered, bro, oh my days, it's gonna be a long
maybe 3-2. Maybe 3-2. Vinny. Look, if Vinny's on a madness, R.I.P. to you, look, bro. R.I.P. to you, look. Hey, Vinny's the best player in the world, my guy. That's the best player in the world. I'm telling the people right now, he's the best player in the world. Obviously, apart from Messi, you know, Messi he's an alien, man. He's an alien.
He's the GOAT, bro.
He's the GOAT. Vinny's dangerous, man. Did you see his goals against Dortmund? Did you see them, bro?
Cold.
Even
when he keeps it simple, yeah, that guy plays well. When he's trying to do flicks and tricks and all that, that's when he's rubbish. When he's just like,
Brazilian. Do you blame him, no side? He's Brazilian.
Nah, but he needs to keep it simple, bro. He ain't Neymar. The one that could do that is Neymar. He ain't Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar is the one that. I mean, listen. I love the Jogo Bonito style of football more than anyone else, right? I grew up in that, Ronaldinho and all that. But at the end of the day, you are right. Sometimes I feel like he does it in areas that he doesn't need to. If you remember like his fifth goal, did you see the way he basically spinned that defender? That is the moment I'm like, those are the moments that you're like, at the end of the day, you know, those are the styles, those are the kind of, that's why I want to see you do those kinds of styles. You understand what I'm saying, right?
I get jealous, bro.
Exactly,
I
bro.
get jealous. I swear to God, Umar, I get jealous, bro. I get jealous when I see Vinny, and then I turn on the TV, watch Martinelli, head down, running Sonic, bro. Sonic the Hedgehog, that guy. I swear to God, if his head, we need someone. Does anybody talk to that guy, by the way? Does anybody tell him? Because Martinelli really creates a lot of chances. I'm telling you this, like, Martinelli creates mad chances, you know what I'm saying? Mad chances. But he just can't. He can't put the ball in the back of the net, obviously, because your head is down all the time. You're running with your head down. Run. You see, Vinny, he's got that pace, but he's got that Jogo Bonito as well. Sometimes Vinny likes to take the pace. He's got ego, innit? He's got ego.
I'll say this about Vinny, right? One thing about Vinny is this. Vinny had to learn to get that kind of mentality out of his system. Because when he arrived at Real Madrid, for the first 2 seasons, he was a lot like Martinelli is now. You understand what I'm saying? He was trying to do too much fancy tricks, and his finishing was absolutely awful, bro. Like, this guy could not cross. He could not shoot. I remember when they signed him, I was like, bro, why did they sign this guy? This guy can't literally do anything. He tries to do the Jogo Bonito thing, but that's all he's doing. His decision-making is absolutely awful, right? But you saw in like the 2020-21 season, that's when we started to see Vinicius started to wise up. You understand what I'm saying? His decision-making began to become better. He knew when to shoot. He knew when to pass. He knew when to cross. He knew when to release the ball. You understand what I'm saying? And I saw that. I was like, this kid is going to be scary eventually, because at the end of the day, he has all the tools. He just needed to have that decision making. And once he figures out to make that decision making, he's going to be cold. And now, guess what? He's got the decision making locked in. So now, guess what? He is the best winger in the world. I'm looking at Yamal. I'm saying the thing about Yamal. I'm like, Yamal, bro, his potential is the most scariest out of all of these guys. Because this brother is 17. He's already learning how to score goals. His decision making is incredible for a kid of his age. He's incredibly skillful. He's good at crossing. His positioning is incredible. I'm like, bro, this guy is still learning, and he's learned so much, and he's still not done yet. By the time this guy is Messi, by the time this guy's like 20 years old, bro, this guy could probably win the Ballon d'Or by the time he's 20.
I'm so proud of him, man. As you know what I mean? Because he's African, isn't it? I don't care if he's representing Spain. His parents are African. I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's one of us, man. He's Moroccan, bro. He's part of the family, man. He's part of the Africans, man.
That's familiar right there. Do you know what I mean? That's familiar right there, bro. Like real talk, I'm so, bro. His dad must be so proud of him, man. Like to be achieving that at his age, bro, is crazy. Like the way he's performing, bro. I didn't even see Ronaldo performing like this at 17. I didn't even see Messi performing like this.
No,
obviously,
that's
like
what I said, bro.
We didn't see it. Not at this age. Not at this age. Nah, we didn't see it from them at this age, bro.
Scary player.
Mad, bro.
I tell you, this guy's potential is scary. The only thing I only pray to God. I'm like, please, God, keep this kid fit. That's all, bro. Because if this guy keeps it all,
R9 was a beast, yeah, but R9 wasn't. He wasn't representing the same level of club. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the difference, though. That's the only difference. He wasn't playing at the same level. R9 was cold.
R9 was cold, bro. One thing about R9 is he's another one who injuries. We never saw the best of R9. I always told people this. I'm like, we never got to see the best of R9 because injuries ruined this guy. Even though he was still a top player, right? Yeah. We still remember how great he was. Bro, this guy could have been so much better, bro. But his injuries kept giving him setbacks. And that's why I say with Yamal, let's just take our time with him, bro. Let's not overplay him, not over-rely on him. Let's just give him space to grow. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because I'm telling you, bro, this kid's potential, bro. Oh my days. Like people, like listen, I'm not gonna put that much pressure on him and say he's gonna be as good as Messi and all of this. He might be as good as Messi, but I don't want to put that pressure on him, right? I'm gonna let him grow into it. But I'll say this about him, right? At the end of the day, we always talk about, how are we ever gonna replace Messi when Messi leaves, bro? Literally, bro, look at this guy. This guy will be Messi's replacement.
You see no side. They lost Messi, they get another Messi.
They get another one. Bro, I never thought in my life, when I lost Messi, I was like, bro, I'm so lucky. I will never see another player like Messi in my life again. And then Yamal, and I'm like, bro, nah, bro. I don't know how my academy does this, bro.
I hear it. But you're looking at him thinking he can have that potential. As it stands, he has the potential to get up there. We still obviously, it's going to take a bit of time, but you can see the potential in a player. And we thought, okay, it's going to be maybe a couple of generations before we even have a player that we talk upon on that level of talent. But it's crazy, man. Listen, I got I put together the watch along, got to do the thumbnail and everything else like that. Big up to Rashid, big up to Omar, big up AK, big up to everyone that's in. And yeah, man, I can't wait.
Hey, what's your prediction? What's your prediction for tomorrow? I didn't see it. What's your prediction for tomorrow? What's your prediction?
The prediction for tomorrow, I think we're gonna lose 2-1. Liverpool gonna win 2-1. That's my prediction.
He's scared. There's no Saliba. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is.
No Saka, no Saliba.
No Saka, no Saliba. I didn't talk about Saka. And all the guys.
Let's just focus on El Clasico. Rashid, listen, please, man. Tomorrow we got 24 hours of pain, bro.
Sorry, I just can't help it.
Why did you bring it back to Arsenal, man? Let him live, man. Let him live.
I apologize, guys. I can't help it. I can't help it.
Talk about Arsenal tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, guys.
I can't escape it. But big up to you, man, yeah? But redirect to Lee, doing the watch along. Make sure you like and subscribe. Redirect to Lee, Northside Raid on the way in. And I'll see you guys at 7:40 for the El Clasico watch along. Love. We're out.
Take care.